Three mistakes e-commerce companies make all the time with their homepages. That's a topic I want to talk about today on my e-commerce growth minutes. I'm Raphael, founder of Splitbase, and let's dive right in. So what's number one? Well, number one, I would say, is automated sliders. Too often companies can't decide what messaging or what products to promote, in this prime real estate area that's the top of the homepage. So what do? Well, they have a slider. Problem fixed, right? We can have all of our messaging, promotions, and products displayed at the same priority. The thing is that it's doing the complete opposite. You're definitely not giving any priority to any slides that's past slide number one. Because what happens is by the time slide number two slides in, well, most visitors have already scrolled down or clicked away to another page. And then slide three, even worse. And then on top of that, sliders are super annoying because most of the time, what happens? Well, you're reading a text on the first slide, and then it just changes to the second one. Super annoying, super distracting, and really not necessary. So that's mistake number one. The fix, just don't have a slider. Instead, pick a static image with a headline. We'll get back to that soon. Now, mistake number two, having too many messages competing against each other, right? So I see brands sometimes that have tons of banners and promotions being advertised on the homepage. Doesn't need to be promotions, but if you have a lot of banners and a lot of big announcements or messages on the homepage, if you have too many of those, you're really just confusing the user and diluting the message. What happens? Well, inaction. And people don't retain anything when you're trying to get them to remember too many things. So instead, simplify. Think of only featuring the things you really want to feature, the most important things that should be on your homepage. But don't have 20 different type of banners on your homepage saying all different things, because it's really not doing anything good for you. Now, number three kind of goes with all that, and that would be no unique value proposition, which is also called the UVP. If you don't have that, well, how are new visitors who are not aware of your brand or of what you sell or the benefits of buying from you understand the value of buying from you, right? A unique value proposition in e-commerce will use an image at the top instead of a slider. We'll use a fixed image generally that really represents your brand or some of your new products. Generally, the brand's a little better, but that needs to be tested. And then a headline on top of that really talks about your brand, who you're for, kind of what you sell. And that should hook the visitor. So not having a UVP is the third mistake. Now, next level is you could actually personalize that UVP and the top image depending on whether the visitor is returning or a new visitor. That's really ideal, but not recommended for brands that, still have an automated slider. So the three things, once again, having a slider is a mistake. Having too many types of messages and too many things fighting for attention on the homepage is also a mistake. And the third one would be not having a unique value proposition. So that's it for today's e-commerce growth minutes. If you like this, make sure to like this and to share it with your friends or anyone you think would get value out of this. And if you want more content like this, make sure to listen to my podcast called Minds of E-commerce, which you can find on any podcasting platform, where I interview super highly successful entrepreneurs on their best and biggest growth strategies. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm Raphael. See you next time.